Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic of that a portion of the Hampi's Virupaksha temple has collapsed. So this brings to the news the Virupaksha temple of Hampi. So let us first understand the timeline. First, we will be looking at the news, then about Virupaksha temple, then what is its historical significance, about its feature or the features of the Dravidian style of temple architecture. In the end, a prelims practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 1, that is Art and Culture. And high chances are there that question can be asked from it, because previously questions had been asked from this topic, and this topic remains very much in news throughout the year, and one of the topic of art and culture which is of utmost importance. The news talks about that the portion of Hampi's Virupaksha temple collapse. It means that out of the complete temple architecture or the temple complex, a very small portion of the complex, or you can say the pillars, few pillars have collapsed because of heavy rain over a period of time. What is its history and the threat it faces today? So we will be focusing on the Virupaksha temple and the Dravidian style of architecture, because Virupaksha temple comes in under the South Indian temple architecture, and South Indian temple architecture is denoted by the Dravidian style of temple architecture. When we talk about the temple architecture, so if we talk about the complete temple architecture of India, so in India the temple architecture is divided into two parts, that is the Nagara style and the Dravida style, and there is third one also which is the Vesara style, but basically it is about two, that is the Nagara style, which you can say are the North Indian temples, and then there is a Dravida style which are the South Indian temple. So Virupaksha temple, Hampi's Virupaksha temple, it lies in present time Karnataka, so it comes under the South Indian temple architecture, that is the Dravida temple architecture. So first of all, what has happened is a portion of the Virupaksha temple in Karnataka has collapsed due to the rain, and it is not that just because of present rain which has happened it got collapsed. It has been going through the restoration process, and the maintenance work had been going through over a long period of time, but because of torrential rains it has collapsed now, and the Archaeological Survey of India, which looks into the maintenance of the Virupaksha temple, they were not speculating that the pillars would collapse so early. It was thought that they might take another 2 to 3 years to collapse. Temple's pavilion or the Salu Mandap was damaged, and according to the Archaeological Survey of India, restoration work of the temple including the pavilion was going on. Nationally protected monument and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So the Virupaksha temple is a nationally protected monument under the Archaeological Survey of India, and it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site also. So if we will talk about the Virupaksha temple's historical significance, so the exact origin is not known, and it has been believed that the temple got its origin around the 7th century, and it gained prominence and underwent extensive expansion in the 14th century during the Vijayanagar Empire. So this temple got its expansion, and the name of the temple became very popular during the Vijayanagar Empire, and the founder of the Vijayanagar Empire are Harihara and Bukka, and they belong to the Sangam dynasty. Knowing about the dynasty also becomes important, it can be asked. Then the Hampi city, which was the capital of the Vijayanagar Empire, was based on the banks of the river Tungabhadra. And then Vijayanagar rulers, they are considered to be great builders and patrons of art. because during the Vijayanagar Empire, it is not that only the Virupaksha temple got established. There are other temples also, like the capital city Hampi became very famous. Then there was Virupaksha temple, which became a name with regard to the Dravida style of temple architecture. Then there is Vitthal Swami temple also, etc. And then the Virupaksha temple is an example of the Dravidian temple architecture. So the style in which it is made is the Dravidian temple architecture style. Then this is what is important from your exam, and that is the features of the Dravidian style of temple architecture. So look at this image. Wait, let us first look at the Virupaksha temple image. Okay, look at this image. So see, this is the main complex. So you can see that a tall structure is there, and then with regard to the tall structure, you can see that there is a huge complex in which the temple is made. So this is the main structure. Then you can see that there are areas. Then you can see that there is an entrance hall also. Then a person or a devotee has to walk through long distance to reach the main building. Now let us look at the features of the Dravidian style of temple architecture. Okay, look at this image. So if we talk about, then what are the important features of Dravidian style of temple architecture is, first of all, there is a Garbhagriha. Let me tell you the names and then I'll explain. There is Garbhagriha, there is Viman, there is Shikhar, Mandap and Gopuram. These are the most important parts. So you can say Garbhagriha is a part of the temple which is considered to be the main part of the temple where the main deity of the temple sits. And Virupaksha temple is on the name of Lord Virupaksha, which is a form of Lord Shiva. So you can say that Lord Virupaksha sits in the Garbhagriha, which is the Sanctum Sanctorum. Then you have Viman. So the long stretch of the building which you see, that is what is called Viman, and this is the most significant feature of the Dravidian style of temple architecture. Then above the Viman you have Shikhar. This portion becomes Shikhar. Then you have Amlak also above Shikhar, but Shikhar and Viman are the two most important. And then when a person enters through the main gate of the temple complex, and that is known as the Gopuram. And then through the Gopuram, when a person or a deity tries to move towards the Garbhagriha or the Sanctum Sanctorum, so the passage through which they move is known as Mandap. And it is in that Mandap where it has many pillars, and few of the pillars of the Mandap has been collapsed because of the rain in the Virupaksha temple. So let us see. So features are Sanctum Sanctorum. Sanctum Sanctorum, we just discussed that it is the Garbhagriha. So where the Shiv Lingam houses, that is the main deity of the temple. Then Grand Gopuram, which are the towering gateways through which a devotee enters to the temple complex. Then Shikhar, towering over the Sanctum Sanctorum. So see, this is Viman and Shikhar. So they will be above the main deities complex, that is the Garbhagriha. Then comes its intricate carvings and pillared halls. So the hall will always be having pillars, and these pillars are highly carved with mythological characters. Then they are richly adorned with carvings and sculptures, and Gopuram depicts various deities, mythological scenes and animals. So various deities, mythological scenes and animals. So these are few of the features of the Dravidian style of temple architecture. And there is one more thing which separates our Dravidian style of temple architecture from the Nagara style of temple architecture, that is, there is a presence of water. There is a presence of water tank in the Dravidian style of temple architecture, which is absent in the Nagara style. So Shikhar, Viman, then you have the water tank. So these are few of the features. Water tank, Nagara style, it is absolutely absent. So let me just show you once more. Okay, look at this image. Okay, let us see it once more, because we have seen the features and the image sketch. So this towering tower will be known as Viman. Then this area will be known as Shikhar. The main deity will be this will be the main deity house, this which is Garbhagriha. If you think this will be Gopuram, then this area will be Mandapam. Gopuram, from where entrance is there, Mandapam, through which the devotee walks over the whole complex, then Garbhagriha, where the main deity sits, Viman and Shikhar, the tower over the Garbhagriha. So this was about the Dravidian temple architecture, and in the end a prelims practice question, and it is a PYQ of UPSC. Building Kalyan Mandaps was a notable feature in the temple construction in the kingdom of Chalukya, Chandela, Rashtrakutas or Vijayanagar. So Kalyan Mandaps, notable feature in the temple construction in the kingdom of Chalukya, Chandela, Rashtrakuta or Vijayanagar. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.